Hey YouTube, coming to you today. Let's say the Lord's Prayer. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be your name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation. Deliver us from the evil one. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. Hey YouTube, we're talking today about Jeremiah 50 and 51. No one's talking about Jeremiah 50 and 51. It's a prophecy of Jeremiah. It says the prophecy concerning Babylon. Okay? But no one's talking about Jeremiah 50:51. And let's read a little bit of it. The word that the Lord spake against Babylon and against the land of the Chaldeans by Jeremiah the prophet, declare thy young nations and set up a standard, publish and conceal not. Say, Babylon is taken, Bel is confounded, Meshach is broken in pieces. Her idols are confounded, idols. Her images are broken in pieces. For out of the north cometh a nation, that's Russia, against her. Excuse me. Out of the north cometh a nation against her, which shall make her land desolate. Remember, this is a prophecy. This is prophetic. It hasn't happened yet. The word prophetic means it hasn't happened yet. And none shall there win. They shall remove, they shall depart, both man and beast. In those days and in that time, saith the Lord, the children of Israel shall come, and they, the children of Judah together, going and weeping, and they shall go and seek the Lord thy God. They shall ask the way of Zion with their faces, saying, come and let us join ourselves to the Lord in a perpetual covenant that shall not be forgotten. My people have been lost sheep. Their shepherds have caused them to go astray. They have turned them away on the mountains. They have gone from mountain to hill. They have forgotten their resting place. All that found them have devoured them, and their adversaries said, we offered not, because they have sinned against the Lord, the habitation of justice, even the Lord, the hope of their fathers. Remove out of the midst of Babylon. Babylon, if you don't know, is America. Amen. And go forth out of the land of the Chaldeans, and be as the goats before the flock. For lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations. That means the nations will come up against Babylon. The nations will come up against the United States. For the north, from the north country. Where's the north country? Russia. And they shall set themselves in array against her. That means they're going in position. Array means going in position against her. From hence that they shall be taken. Their arrows shall be as of mighty men. Arrows are missiles, y'all, if you did not know. It says their arrows shall be as mighty expert men. Those are missiles. None shall return in vain. None of the missiles will return. They're all going to hit their target. And Chaldea shall be a spoil. All the spoils her shall be satisfied, saith the Lord. Because they were glad, because they rejoice, O the destroyers of my heritage, because ye are gone fat as the heifer, at grass, and belly as bulls. Your mother shall be sore confounded, she that bare you shall be ashamed. Behold, of the nations shall be a wilderness, a dry land, in the desert, because the wrath of the Lord, it shall not be inhabited, but it shall not be inhabited, but it shall be a horrible desolate. Everyone that goeth by Babylon shall be astonished and hiss at all her plagues. All the plagues are coming to Babylon, y'all. Put yourselves in array against Babylon round about. All ye that bend the bow, shoot at her, spare no arrows. That means spare no missiles. For she have sinned against the Lord. The United States has sinned against the Lord. All her images, the golden, the images are all these stars that you people worship and stuff like this in Hollywood. Those are grieving images, y'all, if you did not know. For she have sinned against the Lord. Shout against round about. She have given her hand, her foundations are fallen, her walls are thrown down. For it is the vengeance of the Lord. Take vengeance upon her. And she hath done unto her. Cut off the sorrow of Babylon, and him that handled the sickle in the time of harvest. For fear of the oppressing sword, they shall turn every one of his people, and they shall flee every one to his own land. Israel is a scattered sheep. The lions have driven him away. First the king of Assyria hath devoured him. And last, Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, hath broken his bones. Therefore, thus saith the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, behold, I will punish the king of Babylon and his land. I will punish the king of Israel. But listen, remember, this is a prophecy of Jeremiah. Okay, let's go to 23. How is the hammer of the whole world? What is the hammer of the whole world? The United States. How is the hammer of the whole earth cut, a shoulder broken? How is Babylon become a desolate among the nations? I have laid a snare for thee. This is the Lord saying, thou art also taken, O Babylon, and thou waste not array. Thou art found and also caught, because thou hast stiffened against the Lord. The Lord opened his armory. He hath brought forth the weapons of his indignation. Remember, Russia has that new missile called the Satan II, and it can destroy the United States. For every kingdom has fallen. Okay? Y'all need to pay attention. Y'all need to get right with Jesus, man. You know what I'm saying? Get right with the Lord. For this is the work of the Lord of hosts in the land of Chaldean. Come against her from the uppermost border. That means all the borders are going to come against Babylon. Babylon is the United States. It's going to be Russia, it's going to be China, and it's going to be North Korea. And it goes on to say, I read this many years ago, like 2 years ago, and I was astonished when I first read this. It tells you in detail, Jeremiah 50 and Jeremiah 51. You need to read both chapters. And it tells you in detail what's going to happen to the United States. It's going to fall. It's fallen already. We're in the birth pains already. Okay? Well, thank you, YouTube. And I shall see you another day. And don't forget to read Jeremiah 50 and 51. Thank you. It's been great. And I shall see you next time, YouTube.